Hello Starlets, I'm Sarah from Everyday Starlet. Welcome to my vlog. It is week 4 of my Oxygen Fitness Challenge. And it's Tuesday, so technically today is the 4th of July. So it's week 4 and it's the 4th. Yay. Yesterday I didn't vlog because I kind of had a little bit of a mental breakdown. I think I mentioned in the end of my last video that my abs were just like not feeling right. Like something was going on and I didn't know what it was. I still don't really know what it was, but I feel like, I don't know, they started to feel a little bit better and then they were feeling worse and they were better, and I was really starting to panic, and I was just like, yesterday I was having just a complete emotional breakdown. Like I was like, what if I have to quit? And I was just sort of freaking out, and I think I kind of calmed myself down. I'm trying to convince myself that it's just a muscle pull, which it most likely is. I was just like getting a little worried that it was more serious than that. But yesterday I did do my workout in the morning, although it was shoulders, so I was kind of like, I mean, everything you do, you use your core, but I was just trying to like just focus on my shoulder muscles. And there was like some like Tabata moves in there, which for those of you who don't know, it's like a high intensity interval training kind of thing, which I'm kind of new to, and I didn't go too crazy with that because it was just, it didn't feel right in my body. Today was leg day and I did my leg day. I was careful though. I did manage to kind of push the weights a little bit. Luckily this week, we basically had the option of like starting weeks 4, 5, and 6, or we could do like an alternative like bonus workout kind of thing, weeks 3 and 4. So I feel like we did weeks 1 and 2, and then we switched it up 3, and then this week we can either start 4, 5, and 6, or we can just do 3 and 4. If that made any sense to you, I don't know if it did. I decided to repeat week 3 as the option because I felt like, especially leg day and stuff, there are any deadlifts in it. I love deadlifts, I really do, and that's not what I did. Like, I don't think what I did to my abs was during a deadlift, but I'm a little worried because it's that bending forward motion, which was kind of where I got the pain initially. It was on back day, but I don't know. Like, I just figure I'm gonna give myself a week of sort of rest and modification. I am still working out, but like I'm feeling how things feel in my body. Today, it is feeling a little bit better, so that's why I decided to film. I just took a shower. My hair is all wet, which apparently is the trend. I've actually been watching on demand. I've been watching like Keeping Up with the Kardashians. The episodes are like 45 minutes, and that's about how long my workouts are. And I get to keep up with the Kardashians while I'm doing it, and honestly, their bodies looking so good that it's like motivation for me. And it's kind of a guilty pleasure. I kind of like watching the show. Nobody else in my family likes to watch that show, so I watch it myself. And yeah, they've been really into the wet hair trend, I've noticed. So I'm actually trendy. Although I should be wearing makeup. I really should. My face is, it's shiny. But anyway, so 4th of July holiday is really not all that fancy for me. But I'm not gonna do, it's kind of like a treat meal, but it is still like healthy. I'm gonna do turkey burgers. My husband can't have poultry, so he's gonna have a regular beef burger, but we're gonna have turkey burgers, and I think I'm gonna skip the bun. I was doing actually turkey burgers on like lettuce leaves before I started this program, and I like them. I'm not gonna lie. I never thought I'd be the type of person that wouldn't miss a bun, and I technically could have the bun, not these. The buns we bought I think have soy in them, so I can't eat them, but I technically could have, because I can have carbohydrates and stuff at this part of the program, but I think I'm just gonna do a lettuce leaf for my turkey burger anyway, because I like it better, to be honest, and I can't actually have these buns because they have soy. But I think I'm gonna do some sweet potato on the side and a vegetable, and then tonight I'm gonna try Halo Top for the first time. I have heard so many people rave about Halo Top, and I have not had ice cream in a really long time, and I haven't really craved it or anything, but I do know like my family, they really love ice cream, and they've kind of been a little mad at me that I've been like, no ice cream, because I don't really crave it, but I know if it's in the house I'm gonna want to eat it. So I broke down and bought some Halo Top. I just got the plain vanilla kind because I've seen them in my Wegmans. They have like a huge selection of them, but I didn't think to pick it up when I was there. And then I went to Shaw's to pick up a few extra things, and that's when I decided to pick it up, but they didn't have a big selection, so I just went with the regular vanilla. My husband's a really big vanilla fan, so yeah, I'm excited to try it for the first time because, I don't know, maybe my expectations are too high, but people are raving about it. So I feel like that's gonna be my treat. Over the years, I think because I've been on a diet for so long, I've really managed to find foods that I enjoy and like healthier versions of them. So yeah, that's why I feel like, you know, I can have like a special meal on the 4th of July. We're not grilling or anything because we own a grill, but it's so old, we wouldn't even bother set it up. It just doesn't make sense. But like, all right, we'll have like a burger and some potato and stuff like that, and like, but we'll do it in a healthier version. So I still feel like I'm getting a treat, but it's not really a treat. It's not really much different from like just like calorie and health wise from just what a regular meal would be. And I'll just like have a little bit of ice cream afterwards. So, and I feel like at this point, like, I feel like there's a lot of people that are stressing out at this point, like, oh, I fell off the wagon or things like that. And I don't know, I guess I just feel like this is the stage right now where we're kind of like building muscle. Like, this is the stage where we can eat a little bit more. So I'm not stressing myself out too much, because my focus right now is building muscle. I'm hoping I am. I don't really know if I'm necessarily seeing like huge results. Although I was looking at my butt the other day and I was like, I think it's getting a little bigger, but I don't know. I'm hoping, because I know that the minute that we get into like the shredding phase and we start losing weight, that my butt's gonna be like the first thing to disappear. And it's literally like the last thing I want to disappear. I want everything else to get smaller and my butt to like either stay the same or get bigger. I don't know. White girl problems, am I right? Hey guys, so wow, I'm just noticing that with the light shining on my hair like matches the blanket on the back of my couch. Random thing I noticed, but yeah. So I want to catch up with you. I don't think I've vlogged at all since the 4th of July. Today is Thursday, so that was only like 2 days ago? 2 days ago. I just didn't vlog yesterday, basically. And a few things I want to talk to you about. For starters, on like a lighter note, I did try Halo Top for the first time, and I don't know, I think it was built up in my head so much because so many people have like raved about it. I was a little disappointed, but I just tried the vanilla one because that's the one I could find in the store. Some of them do have soy in them, so if you are sensitive to soy like me, you have to keep an eye on them. They didn't have much of a selection in my Shaw's, but the Wegmans that I go to usually is a bigger selection, so I kind of made a note of the ones that I saw on the website that don't have soy in them, and I'm going to possibly try more, maybe as a treat, just because we still have 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'll have to go back and check. But I still have a couple weeks of like the bulking phase before I get into shredding, which not that I couldn't fit that in my shredding phase, but I probably won't, because I feel like desserts like that are things that, you know, I don't need to have in my life. It would be nice. So yeah, so I'm thinking about that. That was my lighter note. I should have set up a tripod or something because my arm's gonna kill me holding up the camera like this. But yeah, so that was like an update on a lighter note. On a more serious note, a few things I want to talk about. One, update on my stomach, my abs. Like, it's been coming and going. It's been really, I've managed to get through my workouts. I have been modifying and not like going too intense, and I'm trying to rest as much as possible. The past few days and my schedule has not really been conducive to that, but I'm trying to, because I'm really hoping that it's just like a muscle pull that just needs to heal. But I am still doing my workouts. I'm doing everything I can physically do, and I'm trying not to let it get me down because I have too many other things going on in my life right now that I just am trying to like power through, and I feel like if I end up convincing myself that I might have to quit because of, you know, injury or something, then like I'm just gonna get really down. So that's the update with that. I'm still powering through. I'm still doing my workouts. I'm hoping to film more of them, but the way things have been going lately, it's just, I haven't had a chance to film them. On another note, and I kind of hinted at this in another video, so if you watch that one, this might just be repetitive, but I'm kind of an open book with you guys, and I feel like from my years of doing stand-up comedy, like when it comes to my life, I'm pretty, like, I'll talk about anything, you know, basically, but when it comes to things with other people, I like to respect their privacy. And I just have a situation right now going on where somebody very close to me is having some health problems. And I'm not gonna get emotional. I'm not gonna get emotional. Basically, I don't wanna get into details because I wanna respect their privacy. Yesterday was probably one of the most stressful days because we actually got, I got news of how bad things really were. And it is what it is. It's one of those things where, like, it's not about me, but I have to be there for someone. Like, you kind of have to put your issues aside a little bit and, you know, just step up. And it's just been, it's been emotional. And yesterday was one of, I think, the start of that. I mean, it wasn't the start of it. It was just like, you know, basically got confirmation that things were as bad, actually worse than what we thought initially. So I know it's very cryptic, but I want to respect people's privacy and not put everything out there. It's just, I'm really determined to keep with what I'm doing because I feel like I need to keep doing this challenge because it's partly going to help my sanity. And you know, I'm going to keep up with my videos on my YouTube channel as much as I possibly can because it's just important to me, and I know how important it is, like, especially when you're doing things for other people. You need to take care of yourself too and do what you need to do for you. It's just, it's a lot. And yesterday, it's part of the reason I'm even bringing this up is because yesterday, I don't know if I've mentioned it so much in this challenge. I've probably mentioned it in other videos about, like, my fitness journey and my experiences and stuff, but I used to have a pretty serious problem with binge eating. I wasn't officially bulimic or anything. I never purged, so I just gained weight. But I used to have a really pretty serious problem with binge eating. Like, it was almost like a compulsive binge eating thing. And it's been kind of like an issue for me most of my life, I would say. And I actually had gotten it under control, and I had a really good grip on it for a long time. It's been months since, I mean, I would binge eat almost on the daily at times in my life. I had actually managed to really get a grasp on it and do really well. And until yesterday when I had a slip up, I can't even remember the last time that happened. So that's a good sign, obviously, that it's not happening that often. But yesterday I had a slip up, and it wasn't the worst. I actually had a bag of sweet potato chips that had just been sitting in my cupboard. I'd kind of forgotten about them almost, and it wasn't a huge bag, but it said it was 6 servings, and I sat there, opened it up, and ate the whole thing in one sitting. I don't really get enjoyment out of it. It's just, it's comforting to me. Comfort food. I mean, that's what people say. It's carbohydrates, it's fat, it's comforting. I mean, I felt bad that I did it. I mean, I'm never like, yay, I binged, but I was like running around after that, and I was in so much pain. I think because my abs are like they're not right now, and because I hadn't binge eaten in a while, and the meals I've been eating have been like reasonably sized and everything. I just, like, the pressure on my stomach and everything. Oh, I was in so much pain. So I definitely learned my lesson. It was painful. And I regretted doing it for that reason, because I felt, and not even emotionally bad, but I felt physically, like, I just felt awful. A few things about that, and I wanted to talk about it because I wanted you guys, I want to be honest, and I also, you know some of you might be going through the same thing or similar situation, and I'm human, so I figure if I talk to you about how I dealt with it, it might help you if you're going through this. A few things went through my mind. I watched a video. I've been watching a lot more like fitness YouTubers and stuff for inspiration, and I really like Grace Fit UK. I've been watching her. I really enjoy her channel. She had a video that was basically like what to do the day after you binge. And she said something that was so simple, but to me it was just, it had such a profound effect on me. She said, like, the next day you need to basically wake up and you need to remind yourself, this is not the day after I binged. This is just another day. And I think that was how I got through the rest of the day even, and the next day today. I just was like, you know what? I'm picking up where I left off. And that's just what I had to do for my own sanity. I didn't change any of the rest of my diet. I didn't change any rest of my day. I haven't changed today. I just went right back into this is what I'm doing, and you know, I'm on this plan. I'm in a bulking phase, so I mean, granted, I got way more carbohydrates and way more fat yesterday than I should have. I managed to keep my protein where it normally is, and I feel like I'd rather screw up in this phase than screw up towards the end when I'm trying to shed weight. I'm trying to forgive myself, and I think that's one of the biggest things when you binge or you fall off the wagon, you do something, like, you don't want to forgive yourself. And I had to acknowledge that I did it, and that yesterday was crazy. It was not a typical day. It was not my normal life. It was a lot of things that were going on that were stressful, and that's how I reacted to it. That was not the ideal way to react to it, but I did it, and I have to accept that, forgive myself, and move on, and just, you know, start from today. So, you know, I got up today. I've done my regular diet that I have been doing. I worked out this morning. My abs are a little mad at me because I worked out this morning, but it is what it is. And now I realize I have to rest. I have a lot of work to do because I'm hoping to be able to keep my channel with some of the changes that are going on in my life right now. I'm hoping to just keep everything, you know, going smoothly. So, you know, I'm busy, I'm motivated. And I actually, another thing that helped me, that motivated me, I do think that sometimes things happen for a reason. And because I work from home, and I'm here during the day, and today I happen to be here myself, so I made myself my usual lunch, and I usually, like, if I'm eating lunch, like midday, I'll turn on E, because the Daily Pop is on. If you haven't seen it, it's kind of like a live show. Kat Sadler's the host. I love Kat Sadler. And I kind of like E. I don't watch E as much as I used to. And I just happened to turn it on when I was eating my lunch, and they were interviewing Jillian Michaels, who, if you've been following my channel, you know, like, I really love her workout DVDs, and I used to not like her, but she really, like, grew on me. And they were actually interviewing her coincidentally on the show, and they were talking to her about, like, why a lot of the Biggest Loser people, like, gain weight after the show, and long roundabout thing. But one of the things that she said was that, you know, one of the things they don't really do on the show is deal with people psychologically. They deal with the physical. But most people, when they gain weight, you know, the yo-yo diet, whatever, like, the binge eating, the compulsive eating, the overeating, it's the same kind of thing as, like, you know, drinking, drugs, that kind of thing. It's like, at one point in your life, it was something that you did. I want to get the wording that she used, because it was really beautiful the way she put it. It's like, that's what, at some point in your life, that's what, you know, this person did to keep themselves psychologically okay. Like, they were probably in a position because of something that was going on in their life. You know, whether it be, you know, a trauma, or, you know, parental stress, or, like, something that they were going through in their life. The overeating, the binge eating, the whatever it was that they were doing, what they needed to do to keep themselves psychologically okay. And I think that was so profound. You know, and it's like, if you don't deal with up here, you can't deal with the rest. And it was literally just exactly what I needed to hear today at just the right time. Because it's true. I mean, I knew as I was doing it, as I was, you know, getting ready to binge, when I did binge, when I did what I was doing, I knew it was because at that moment I needed comfort, and the food was comforting. That's the reason why I always did it before, is because it was comforting. And I don't want to get all emotional. This is really, like, not where I wanted to go with this. I was going to talk to you guys about Halo Top, and this is, like, all like, eh. But yeah, it's so true. That's why we do it a lot of the time. Like, a lot of our vices are because they're providing us with something emotionally that we need. And yesterday, that's just what I needed. And I don't want to get in the habit of doing that. I don't want to allow myself to do it, but I have to admit that I did it, forgive myself, and then move on. So I feel like, I hope that by me telling you guys this and talking to you guys about it, I hope that if you're going through this, or you have gone through it, I hope this helps you. I really do. And because I know how hard it is. I know how much I've struggled, and I want you guys to know you're not alone in it, because sometimes when you're going through this stuff, you can feel really alone. And I want you to know you're not, because, you know, we all have our vices, and we all have our drama, and sometimes life just gets overwhelming. So I hope this helped you. If it did, give the video a thumbs up. That would be awesome. I think I'm gonna end this vlog here just because with everything that's been going on this week, I don't think I'll have another chance to vlog, and I wanna get this video edited so I can get it up for you in an appropriate amount of time. So yeah, I'm gonna end this vlog here. I wanna thank you guys, everybody that's been watching, that's been supporting me on this journey so far. I am determined to keep going, keep moving along, and I really hope this video helped you in some way. If you guys want to share any tips or advice or anything that you have for, you know, when you get off track, getting back on track, please leave those in the comment section below too. You know, I'd love to hear from you, and I want us to feel like we can support each other. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, thumbs up. A while back, I was suffering from anxiety and depression, and I truly believe that beauty and makeup and health and fitness saved my life. And I believe it can save yours too. So if you want to join my Starlet Squad, be sure you hit that subscribe button. You can follow me on all my social media channels. The links will all be in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you join me next time.